San Francisco's MUNI buses and trains serve many riders who are blind or have low vision. For many of these riders, MUNI is their lifeline to get around in San Francisco. Stop announcements are especially important for these riders. They need to be assured that they can get off at their intended stop.
Next stop, McAllister.
The digital voice announcement system, which announces upcoming stops, can help these low vision riders know where they are, but only if they are set properly.
The automatic stop announcement system is a wonderful piece of technology. However, in practice, it's a little bit more tricky. Oftentimes, I find that the automatic announcement system is turned off or turned down so low that I'm unable to hear it, or it's turned up so high that the sound is distorted.
Most of the time, it doesn't ever seem to be on. I rarely notice that it's on, or if it is on, it's really quiet, or occasionally so loud that it's distorted.
Driver?
Yes.
May I have California Street, please?
No problem.
Thank you. Whenever the announcement system doesn't work properly and a driver does not call out the stops, I'm totally lost as to where I am.
The announcement system calls out the stops, but to help the customer, I call out the destination, transfer points, and requested stops, and it's the law. Well, I use the PA system to make sure everyone on the bus hears my announcement.
20th Street.
20th Street. And I've had both experiences with the loudness and the too soft of the announcement system. You're never gonna exactly have it balanced for every trip because your level of noise changes. The announcement system ranges from 1 to 10. 10 would be too loud, a little distorted. 8's a good number. It's not too loud, but it's loud enough for everybody to hear and understand what's going on.
I think bus drivers might not be aware of the fact that if you let a visually impaired person off at the wrong stop, number one, they may be absolutely unfamiliar with the area that they're in.
The driver overshot the stop that I wanted. I decided to get off the bus and find my way back. But it was very disorienting, not exactly understanding how far I was.
Number two, it might be a potentially dangerous situation for them if they don't know the area and they're attempting to make crossings that they're unfamiliar with.
And they let me off somewhere else, totally. I had no idea where I was.
And if I miss the stop and then bus is gone, then I look around, I try to find somebody to help me, but then I can't find anybody, then I would have no way of knowing where I am at.
Driver, how we passed the 29 line, and he said, yeah, it's already way behind. I said, but why you didn't stop when I tell you? I just changed shifts. The driver get off and didn't tell the new driver. We get panic. We don't know where we are. We don't know what's going on. So I get over there and far away from me. Friday night, I almost got killed.
And number three, if the person in question is trying to get somewhere, it's going to make them late for whatever they're doing.
I had to find my way to a corner and ask someone where I was going to and how to get there. I eventually made it to my appointment, which was with Social Security, but I was very late and they almost didn't see me.
And I was late for my doctor's appointment, and there was concerns about whether or not I could be fit in.
When I get off at a stop that's unfamiliar to me, because I have no sight, I can't just automatically orient myself to a new environment. It takes a lot of training, a lot of work. There are a lot of skill sets involved when I am first introduced to a new area. So to get off at an unfamiliar bus stop for the first time and to do it unintentionally, it can be a really disorienting experience.
I think that there is this sense that, oh, it's okay. That person's going to find their way. And if they don't know where they are, you're potentially putting them in a seriously dangerous situation.
Next stop, Geary.
I always appreciate when the MUNI drivers are proactive in asking questions like, where do you want to get off? I appreciate it when they try to help find a seat for me. I also appreciate when everything is working properly as far as the digital voice announcing system, that makes sure it's turned on properly, that it's loud enough for everyone to hear, not turned down so low that it helps no one. If it doesn't work, that the stops are being called.
Gary, 38 line, outbound.
Excuse me, driver, what stop are we at?
We're at Van Ness and Pacific now.
Can you remind me when we get to Van Ness and Broadway?
Yes.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
What we're talking about here is full participation and inclusion. I want to be able to lead a full life. The only way that I'm able to get from place to place is by using a fully accessible public transit system like MUNI.
The Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990 is a wide-ranging federal civil rights law that prohibits discrimination against persons with disabilities. Title II of the ADA addresses access to public services, including public transportation for persons with disabilities. Title II requires transit operators to call out stops at transfer points, major intersections, and major destinations, and to announce particular stops requested by customers with disabilities. Stop announcements are especially important for passengers who are blind or have low vision. These individuals cannot travel independently if they are not assured of getting off at their intended destination point.